You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
WTL.
It's time!
WTL.
I think we got a show. Oh, yeah, we got a show.
WTL.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Classic, and joined by
the J.O.
Oh, the J.O. Woo! I was going to say, we still got a little bit of March Madness left.
Yeah, we're just holding on by a thread right now.
We are. We're down to the Final Four. However, hometown Omaha Creighton Blue Jays, they're in the crown.
They're just getting going.
They're playing tonight.
Yes, baby.
You know,
and a favorite.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna expand on that or not. I just think it's where the programs are at, but a lot of Creighton fans are kind of scoffing at it. I don't think they're too invested or about the crown.
No, it seems like all the speculation is on transfer portal with the new coaching coming. Yeah. So it is what it is.
Before we get into a look back at Nebraska's historic run here, I do want to get your thoughts on that, because these are going to be Greg McDermott's last games as the head coach of the Creighton Blue Jays. So how do you balance the overwhelming feeling I'm getting from the fan base and some of the players that didn't even make the trip, like headline guys that didn't even make the trip to play these games, even be with the team, even if they're nursing an injury or whatever, versus win one for the Gipper?
Right. That's tough. I mean, you in this day and age of college sports, there probably isn't too much.
Win one for the Skipper. We're not there.
It's probably like, I need to get ready for next year wherever I'm playing.
Yeah, right.
That's probably what more it is. Yeah.
It's more of a Christian McCaffrey approach.
Yes, it is.
Okay, got it. Well, we do have to take a look back at the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Their luck ran out in the Sweet 16. However, it was a historic season. No doubt about that. Most wins in program history, 28 wins. 26 in a row if you go back to how they ended last year on that winning streak, winning the crown.
Oh, so impressive.
It was, wasn't it?
Such an impressive run, and one of those that got people talking, not just like, holy cow, what are they doing? Mm-hmm. More of, they're for real.
Yeah.
So, very impressive. Good job, guys.
And they hold some wins over some teams that are still playing. Well, one anyway, Illinois. Yeah. And that's the game that a lot of folks go back to, that, okay, the Huskers are for real. Because, okay, you beat Wisconsin, okay, but that was at home. You beat Creighton on the road, but they're down, and still that was in Omaha. Now you go on the road, in conference, ranked opponent, and you win that game. That's kind of what opened the floodgates, and not only, I think, just a confidence boost, obviously, on their way to 20 wins in a row to start the season, but that got the national pundits and even some of these hometown Husker fans, turning their heads like, okay, we might have something here.
I mean, the fans that root Big Red no matter what, that just bleed, you know, they were on top of it from the get. They were excited. They're going to be excited anyway. It was that win. And then as you started to see a couple of their first losses, when that losing streak that winning streak came to an end, for some reason, that's when the national media really started to pile on and say, hey, guys, Big Red, Big Red, Big Red, because of the way they were losing and how they were hanging in games. It was impressive.
Well, they went on the road to Ann Arbor, and they had Michigan on the ropes. We're winning for a lot of that game, and they were down rink-masked. And say what you will, and the coaches even admit it, the entire offseason was devoted to building an offense around Rink Mass.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the star.
And he wasn't there.
Yeah.
And you still almost knocked off Michigan. On the road.
On the road. But when you have super glue Sam Hoiberg, and that was like a shining
super
moment.
Glue guy.
That was a super glue guy. And that was the shining moment there. He can put together a game much like Mass could and take the lead. So now I was impressed.
Rink Mass reached over 1,000 career rebounds in the NCAA. He was the top active player to do so as far as rebounds. You also had Fred Hoiberg taking home the Coach of the Year. He also signed an extension. Good for him. Cha-ching. But the turnaround. Nebraska was picked preseason 14th. Everyone's heard this, but they were picked to finish 14th in the Big Ten. They finished second.
So good.
So good.
So
Spent 12 weeks in the AP poll. That was something new. Got into the top 10.
Top 10.
Ranked as high as 5th in the nation.
It could have been higher, frankly.
It really could have
Yeah,
been. A
it
lot of
could have
people
been.
said, well, geez, that body of work, they should be higher. You know, if this was a Duke or even an Illinois type of a fan base, they'd be throwing a fit right now. We're just happy riding the wave, riding that crown momentum from the offseason.
Crap, that's a real thing.
It was. Totally turn that up on its head, upside down, and mirror that to the football team. In the bowl game that they played, it felt like they're Creighton right now. Like, we don't want to be here, kind of above this. We're burned out. Didn't have the regular season we wanted. And my thought, if that's even a hint, of the team's feelings or any of that, don't go. Don't play the Notre Dame card. We're going to take our ball and go home. We're going to stay home.
So if you're a program that does rely heavy on the transfer portal, those extra practices may not be the end all for you. But if you're building a program and it's a little old school and you're kind of overlooked like Nebraska was, those practices, those games in the Crown Run last year were very important. And it showed this year.
I think Nebraska would have lost Cale Jacobson because he got a lot of playing time, got in the starting rotation, and he got his shot. Yep. And what a contributor he turned out to be, and he's in line for one heck of a season if he sticks around. I did see, which I don't think it's too much concern, it's just the nature of the beast, the modern-day game, as you mentioned, that Brendan Frager entered the portal.
Oh, Frager.
I think he wants to see what he's worth, and then he's going to come back, and Nebraska has. Is he the number one target right now?
He's got to be the number one target.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Not even a returning starter, but that's how it goes.
But he was so crucial to this team. How many Frager bombs did you have this past weekend?
What do you have?
No, how many did you have? The Frager bombs.
Frager bombs. Well, I'm out of Red Bull Red edition red. So whatever that could have got me.
There you go.
Now, Brendan Frager was lighting the place.
He was.
And yeah, I was trying to think of that. How many games would have Nebraska lost had he not been there? That spark off the bench, scoring 20 points off the bench. How many times did he do that? When Nebraska's offense would struggle, he would come in and give you a quick 6, 7, 8 points. I mean, that was just kind of his calling card, and teams knew that, especially by midseason, still couldn't stop it.
Yeah, and when you look at especially those big games, those close games, and he brings in 6, 7 points.
Vanderbilt?
I mean, and those are the games. Yeah, Vanderbilt.
I'm thinking Vanderbilt. 2 seconds left. He's like, give me the ball.
Right.
I'm gonna
those are the games that are just so big, and he mattered so much, even though you're right, he wasn't a starter. He came off the bench. But there's value to that, and they're going to pay. They're going to pay for it.
Oh, yeah. He's going to get his bag. And to his credit, Troy Dannon, the AD of Nebraska, has already come around. Well, our boy, Jake, is just drilling him down in Houston. Everyone's talking about this is the least NIL paid team in the tournament, has been, since the round of 32.
Get some of that football money over here,
help out here. And he, to Dannon's credit, he's like, where everybody's getting paid. Fred Hoiberg's going to get his extension, already has, and they're going to have to pony up with the players. On that same note, did you see Nebraska came in second, top 5 as far as air travel expense?
Oh, really?
Yeah, over $1 million. I think we're at like $1.2 million spent on private air travel for our football team and the coaches and the recruiting. And I think only Alabama or Michigan, one of the two, beat us, but we're 2.
So that's what's the old saying? No stone unturned. Is that what we got going on here?
I guess. I look at that and then okay, so that means there was a good 35 teams that spent less on air travel that ended the season better than our football team.
Yeah,
maybe we can reel in that air travel or devote it to the basketball team.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I think we're going to see a little bit of that, don't you?
Yeah, I think we need to see the Nebraska media take a note here from Jake, and maybe a little pressure there, and we'll bump it up.
I think so. Let's mention real quick while we're on our Nebraska horse here. Baseball is on a heater. Softball has been on a heater. The boys are now ranked 19th in the nation, just knocked off Creighton 6-5 in Omaha. Great game. You had Jashawn Unger locking it down the final 3 frames for the save. Meanwhile, right on down the street, number 8th ranked Nebraska cruised to an 8-2 win over Creighton at the Creighton Sports Complex. They got up on them too early and just never looked back. 6 home runs in that game, 6 dingers. Wow. But overall, Nebraska's 23-6. The girls are 27-6, extending their hot streaks with a Big Ten play. Starting to heat up here, and both teams are looking pretty good, pretty poised to have a run in Big Ten play.
And I saw Coach say, if we can be a volleyball state, we can be a softball state too, and she's totally right.
I like that. And we have to quick congratulations to Dylan Carey. Became the all-time career leader in doubles. That was on March 29th, setting the record with 57 doubles as a Husker in a 12-4 win against Indiana. Guess who he surpassed?
Who did he surpass?
Just the coach, Will Bolt.
The coach. Let's go.
Will Bolt held that record since his playing days since 2002 with 56 career doubles. Do you think the old coach was thinking, man, does he really need this other AB? Do I really need to keep it?
Time to pull him, get some sunset.
Congratulations, Mr. Carey. He's also been on fire, swinging a hot bat, batting above 400, and he's also got a slew of home runs over the last couple of games. So the boys are hot. So are the girls.
Hey, go Big Red.
You heard the horn. That means we're up against it, but let's take a minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners, and that is Beto's Trade Club, where emotional gambling becomes intelligent, data-driven trading. Use code WTL for 30% off. Start your journey with Beto and experience the power of daily AI-driven sports trading. Visit betotrade.club to get started. Don't go anywhere. This is WTL.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada?
Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Need parts fast? O'Reilly Auto Parts has fast. Need them now? We've got now. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. We're O'Reilly Fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
WTL.
I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
WTL.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. You know what that stands for. Where's the line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm yours, Andy Klassen, joined by
the J.O.
The J.O., indeed. And you, like I like to bring it up. You got so much going on over there. I'm glad you make time for our program here. You got to give us an update with Laugh With Me.
Oh, yeah, Laugh With Me. We just released brand new episode yesterday where I kind of lay out how we're doing the children wrong with the bring your kids to work day. And we turn it. You're familiar with this, right?
Well, I always see your graphics. You must have like an entire department trying to piece together these things. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So then I want to get it straight from you.
Yeah. So, anymore, it's become an event for children where we've got activities for them and tastings or whatnot for them. And it's essentially a party.
Right.
But then they're not getting a glimpse of what a real day's work is.
Right.
Back when I went, which a million years ago it feels like, I literally just shadowed my dad on a day of work, and I got an idea of what work was.
Yeah.
I feel that's important. So I kind of lay out what a day of work would look like if we just brought a kid in, like a 10-year-old to the grocery store, like I did. So it'd be fun. I think we need to go back to that and kind of help with the work ethic.
Yeah. Does that kind of bleed into, this kind of helicopter-y type of parenting where, we don't let you fail, we don't let you fall. Like you said, make it a little easier, sugarcoat everything.
Yes.
I'm just thinking of, no, you're going to go to the dealership with dad, and you're going to sit in the corner while he bickers with customers.
Yep.
You get to sit there and watch.
And you're going to see him sell stuff, but then you're going to see him fail as well. And I think that's important because that's real life.
Yeah.
Because you learn to appreciate the wins, I guess.
Yeah. You're going to see Karen come in and rip him a new one over. That cigarette lighter still doesn't work.
Right? One of the examples I give is like, how do you handle a customer that brings in an expired coupon? That's a real thing that you have to deal with and you got to make decisions on. But it's not all fun and games.
Yeah, but we're gonna laugh. There's some laughs in there.
We've got jokes.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've got, of course.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, we have to get into the Final Four. It's finally come to this Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana, Saturday, April 4th, followed by the National Championship Monday, the 6th. Get a couple-day break there. But we're going to start with the 3-seed Illinois playing UConn, who's won 2 of the last 3 national championships. That's going to be your 6:09 tip-off. That's Eastern time. Oh, boy. A lot of folks raise an eyebrow at this because Illinois is the 3-seed, but they're the 2.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
What's going on?
UConn, I think, isn't getting their due, especially after what we've seen from them this season in a down Big East season. Yeah. So, sure, they're not going to get the credit of coming out of the Big East, but you got to give credit for coming back down 19 to Duke. This is a well-coached basketball team.
Okay.
I think Illinois is getting the Big Ten bump is what's happening here.
Okay, so there's one of two ways that you can consume that that crazy performance versus Duke, where they're down by 19 points at one time. Earlier in the game, they were 1 of 18 from three-point land. Were the Huskies. Obviously, then started the grind, got back into it, got it to a one-possession game, then a couple breaks fell their way, obviously. Yep. Right? So you can look at it like, wow, what a heroic comeback. Boy, they got the train on the tracks now, or they're spent and their luck has run out. You're like, no, they're the train's on the tracks now.
Yeah, no, I think that was...
The waterfall's open, or the dam's broke.
That was 100% proof that coaching matters. And it was a situation of a really, really well-built basketball team chipping away, getting back in the game, and knew what to do at the end to win because they know how to win.
Yeah.
I feel that's important.
A lot of the national pundits echo exactly what you're saying. They're like, UConn should be the favorite. The book's got this one wrong. They're the 2-seed after all. Illinois is the 3-seed. Big Ten bump, all those things. I tend to push back on that. I like Illinois, and I always have. Heading into this tournament, remember I had that Big Ten big parlay?
Yep.
I think we had 6 teams included on that, and that would have smacked.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you hit on that.
I know I had Purdue in the Final Four.
Yep.
That was the one that didn't hit. The rest of them did, including Illinois making the Sweet 16, along with the Huskers making the Sweet 16. But that was an extravagant, 10-legger, but God dang it, Purdue. But anyway, I think Illinois is the one you need to look out for here because overall, I think their offense, defense added together, they are the better team than UConn. And your season-long national stats bear that out. There's a video put together on it by a really creative, really cool, very into it YouTube channel called Feed the Post.
Okay.
And a month ago, their title to this episode was the cleanest, most efficient offense in college basketball history, something like that. And it was all about Illinois and how they're lighting it up from three-point land, shooting over 50% threes, and they're knocking them down. But on top of that, they got like 3 7-footers. So if they have to change gears, they will.
Yeah.
And that's been the case of this tournament. Everyone's been scouting them, running them off the three-point lane, and that's what UConn's going to have to do, much like they did against Duke. That's another, is that trend really going to stay? Is UConn really going to be able to defend the three as well as they did against Duke, or was that a one-off, you had your game there? Well, Illinois has already made that adjustment. They are scoring more in the paint, more throughout this tournament than they have the entire season. And that's because of how well-designed that offense is and how well-balanced that offense is. That is a top 5 offense, has been the entire season. On the other side, their defense is a top 25 defense. UConn's the other way around.
Yes, they are.
They're a top 5, top 6 defense, and they always have been. And when you shove a guy over and get into him every single play, you can't get whistled every play. Brilliant coaching, Hurley. You are a genius. We love that style, don't we? But on the other side, their offense, they're outside the top 50. So I look at that and I think, Illinois is a pretty good defense, top 25 defense, and they're going against an offense that's kind of challenged. I think they can hang in there, and if their offense comes to play like they have the entire season, and right now they're showing you their versatility, they're showcasing you their bigs, and the three-point shooting's not going anywhere.
No, it'll be there.
It'll be there as well. I really like Illinois. It comes down to that point spread.
Yep.
Is it really 2.5 points? Do you feel that good about it?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of 2.5. I'm seeing a lot of 1.5. So this is, a very close game. To me, I think everything you were saying about Illinois, so true. They're the more complete basketball team, and we've seen that all season in the Big Ten. But UConn being the underdog, whether it's 1.5, whether it's 2.5, shows us they're the best value in the Final Four because they are a very good basketball team.
Yeah.
At plus 550 to plus 650 to win the tournament.
Yeah.
What value there?
Yeah.
So I really like them there. And defensively, what they've been able to do is keep the game low, which plays into their favor as well. They've been able to smack the under 20 and 17 at hitting the under this season. Very, very good basketball team. I don't know. I like their style, and they're well coached. They're not going to make many mistakes. Yeah. To me, that matters.
They lost to Creighton.
They did lose to Creighton. Yeah.
Again.
For whatever reason, McDermott's got Hurley's number.
Also lost twice to St. John's this year. Rick Pitino got him twice as well. It seems like whenever UConn can just get out of the Big East, then they're on all right. I have also seen a theory. You're talking about the total there. Everything absolutely points to that under with these two defenses. However, I've seen a theory, and this is me just looking maybe a little too much into it, that opening line was already adjusted for the narrative, meaning that total should have been around 144, 145, 145 and a half. It's already at 139 and a half.
Correct.
So I think you're going to see a lot of sharp money coming in on that over.
Yeah, nearly 20 points less than the other matchup in the Final Four.
Yeah.
To your point, that's probably what's happening here is they're already making that adjustment for it.
Yeah.
Just know this is going to be a low-scoring basketball game.
Yeah. So if this gets to a pick'em, which it probably, I think it's really going to get to that. Give me Illinois in the pick'em scenario there. I love that it's already off 2.5, and you're looking at a current 1.5.
1.5.
1.5. And then I like the over. So I am going against the public big time here on both fronts on the two most common bets. You mentioned the other game. Let's get into that other game real quick here.
Baby.
Number 1 versus number 1, all chalk on the other side of the bracket, and many are saying, and I think it's kind of cheating the game here, this is the actual national championship.
Yeah, okay.
I
hate that.
Arizona has been a juggernaut all season long. Michigan, we know what they can do. finished first in the Big Ten regular season, fell to Purdue in the championship game at the end of the year in the conference tournament. They're heading into the real tournament. I love this. This game has it all. You have your Big 12 people out there beating that drum. You have the Big 10 people beating their drum as well. A big old Purdue drum. Yeah. Where do you land? What are your initial thoughts with this one?
Are you impressed with Michigan's big guy? I forget his name. His name escapes me.
My gosh.
But he's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed with him. I feel like there's some to give there. I like Arizona and the way they just score, like at lightning pace.
Yeah.
And to have Arizona as an underdog against another team that likes to score as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, this game you're getting such a great deal by getting points with Arizona.
I know. Much like I was talking about, gleaning on Illinois' offense, much can be the same for Arizona's.
Yes.
They can run with anybody, and they can also just look just flawless in the half court. They can play that game as well, which they have to if you're going to play teams like Texas Tech, Kansas State in the Big 12, and kind of run the table like they did this year. Michigan, on the other side, they really just like to get out and run. Yep. You mentioned the big guy. Maybe that's how he gets lost in it a little bit.
That could be.
And also, first and foremost, you were there to protect the rim and bang around with the bigs that we're going to see from Purdue, from Illinois, Rink Master, Nebraska. That is your primary thing. We got 4 or 5 other scorers that can take care of business, and they have been all season long. I just, once again, and it's probably the Big Ten bias in me, I'm going against all of this, and I tend to like Michigan in this one just because I feel they have been more battle-tested than Arizona. I'm on the Big Ten side here, and I don't like to be there, but the Big Ten flooded the market with 6 teams in this tournament. All 6 of them did very well.
Yes,
Nebraska made the Sweet 16, for God's sakes. Got beat by another Big Ten team in the Sweet 16. And you have half the field of the Final Four making it up from the Big Ten. I just see it an all Big Ten type of a championship game here, solidifying the fact that the Big Ten is going to get their natty.
Well, Michigan's got one of their guys sitting back sick. He didn't make the flight with the rest of the team. He'll catch up. He's just staying back to get healthy. Michigan has hit the over in 4 to 5 games. I like the over in this game a lot. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game.
Yep.
But Michigan, 4-8 against the spread in the last 12 games. They obviously they're good. They're in the Final Four, but they didn't look great in the Elite 8. And they've looked, mismatch at times. I like Arizona a ton. I'm going with Arizona to cover and the over.
Let's see. Michigan, though, has, been winning by double digits throughout this tournament here. I feel like, you know what? They kind of remind me of Arizona in 1997. When Arizona won their last national championship, they were just on such a heater. I mean, they were just outpacing, outplaying, outscoring, outrunning, outgunning everybody on their way to that 1997 championship under Lute Olson, the former Hawkeye head coach. I feel like the same can be said for Michigan right now. I think we're watching a team with their hair on fire, and I just don't want to overthink it. Go with the hot hand. Go blue. God, I can't believe I'm saying it. Go blue.
Go blue.
Go blue.
Oh, my.
But I do like the over. I will agree with you on that one.
Yeah, you got to take the over here.
Where's the over at on this one?
We're at 157.5. So, I mean, that might be a game, too, where they're pushing it a little high, but I think they're going to blow past that.
Arizona scored 109 points in the Sweet 16?
Right.
Arizona.
Just Arizona,
yeah.
Exactly.
9. All right, well, we're up against it, but let's take a minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners, and that is NordVPN. Browse, work, and play online with confidence thanks to their world-class cybersecurity. Shield your online activities, hide your virtual location, and block everyday internet threats with NordVPN. Receive up to 77% off when using our WTL link. And the link is WTL.
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah.
Can't forget that.
Yeah, just in the description down below there.
WTL.
Don't go anywhere. This is WTL.
WTL.
Gentlemen, what brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
WTL.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your and D Klassen, joined by
The J.O.
The J.O. And J.O., we need to get into what has kind of become our wheelhouse.
Oh, it's a big deal.
We've been out in front of this for quite a while now. We saw this train coming down the tracks from a mile away, and that is prediction markets. And now everybody and their brother and their stepbrother has a prediction app, betting platform, whatever. But that makes it even better for us because now there's even more lines that we can talk about or create.
That's the best part.
And we're going to get into some that I think we're going to create. I know I have a couple here, but you were mentioning that you got a couple you feel really good about.
Absolutely. I mean, Tiger Woods is back. He is back in the headlines.
Yeah, he is.
For all the wrong reasons, which is why we love him, right?
Yeah. Okay.
If you didn't know, he rolled his car the other day, arrested DUI. He's going to take some time off here. What's next to happen for Mr. Woods? Is he going to win a golf tournament? Because I don't think it's over for him in golf.
Okay.
Or he's going to wreck yet another car. He's been in like 3, 4, 5 accidents here.
Well, what's that saying? Busy hands or idle hands are the tool of the devil, And so, like, if he's not golfing, if he's not using his hands to swing a stick, what is he doing then? What is he doing with those hands? He's wrecking cars. And he's taking some time off here. I think he might wreck another car. Did you see that was the most profitable, though, DUI in the history of DUIs?
Was it really?
Yeah. So everyone was just waiting for that new mugshot, the updated mugshot. What is it, his second or third mugshot?
He's got a few of them, yeah. And it wasn't nearly as good as some of his other ones. He's got some classics.
But he was wearing the newly released Tiger Woods exclusive Tiger Sunday Red Blue Polo.
Wow.
That thing sold out like that. Even the larges, the X larges, the smalls, the triple X's, all of them sold out like within an hour of that mugshot dropping. And even the knockoffs, like you knew you were buying, that's not a Tiger logo. That's more of like a lion or something, saber-toothed cat, whatever that is. Yeah. That is not a Tiger exclusive. Yeah. And just the quick numbers on it's like, oh my God, he sold like $2.5 million worth of polos.
So when you look at somebody's mugshot, is that like, I never even considered, wow, look at that shirt he's wearing.
That's
like,
the polo, bro.
I like to look into their eyes and see what they're really thinking. I want to see what they're showing us in their eyeballs.
Yikes. Well, I guess the boys thought it'd be pretty sweet to have that at the clubhouse. A talking point or something.
It's got to be a talking point.
I don't know.
I mean, so if Tiger ever does win another major, I mean, it's going to be so big. It's going to shut down the news cycle for like, 24, 48 hours?
Oh, so yeah.
Has to, right?
Yep.
Which is exactly why his good buddy, the President Trump, is really trying to push him into golfing again.
Yeah.
He could use some of that news cycle disruption.
Need some positive. Yeah. And then you did me dirty with your Land Rover upside down again. I got this whole Iran thing going on.
Yeah, help me out, man. Go win the Masters or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you sold some polos. Way to go, Tiger.
Everybody wins.
So I just saw this interview, and it's an older interview of Dan Hurley, and it's Graham Bensinger. Okay. And this is like on 2020 or 60 Minutes, one of those big programs. But it's very in-depth where they interviewed Dan Hurley and then his wife, and they asked him very similar questions. You kind of mirror them, and see what the answers are. This is must-see TV, and it's excellent audio. So I'm going to play some audio here, and this is what I'm basing my futures on.
Okay.
Moving forward here.
All right.
So let's get in.
What will the wife yell at you to get you out of bed?
I mean, she has strange, motivational tactics. The game at Creighton this year where, we lose by a lot, and I'm fighting with fans and going like crazy Dan on the way out of the arena. You would think that next morning she'd tell me it's going to be okay. She's telling me, you're a lousy coach and you acted like a baby last night. And, why don't you take out the garbage because you're no good at coaching.
You're a glorified gym teacher. You go in, You coach games. You don't perform surgery. You don't save lives.
I mean, part of me is like really pissed off because it couldn't be further from the truth. She still has no idea what I do and how complex this thing is. I mean, she thinks that everything is happening randomly here, like that the players are just deciding to shoot. There's no habit building. There's no culture that you're fighting for. She's a complete dope when it comes to this stuff.
You don't know what you're looking at. And I'm just like, okay. Well, I'm just telling you, get back on your horse. It's not that big of a deal. It's like, it's a game. Stupid game.
I need that perspective. My obsession with somebody else obsessed near my level, this would have been like Armageddon.
On the rare occasion.
All right, so there you go.
Wow, that was incredible.
Quite the clip there from them two going back and forth on that interview. That was my thought. That's incredible.
Yes.
You're a glorified gym teacher.
Like they just go to class, they pop in the gym, and they just shoot around for a half hour.
I think he called her a dope on national TV.
He did.
So here's where I'm going with this. Stick with me. I think the birth rates in the United States are going to skyrocket. They're going to go up in 2026 into 2027. Birth rates are down. People aren't getting pregnant. People aren't starting families. All this anxiety. There's no motivation. Young men aren't doing this or doing that. I think young men, old men, people that have been married, people that are going through a divorce, whatever, they're going to see that and they're going to think, if a guy like that, can convince someone to marry him and also have a family, build a family, I feel pretty good about my odds getting a wife. So I think marriage rates are going up in 2026 into 2027.
I love that. I love that theory. And they're probably saying, I can call her a dope and I get to stay married. Well, you got to win a couple national titles in order to be able to do that. But
2 out of the last 3.
2 out of the last 3.
Fine for the 3 of the 4.
So good you turn down the Lakers. Like if you're on that level.
So, and I'm going to dovetail on this. I'm going to give you a sub bet here. And this might be a safer one. Birth rates are going to go up. Because, if you're confident enough and you're feeling like, I want to marry this gal, I'm going to pop the question. You've probably, what did the old Washington State coach, Texas Tech coach, the Pirate?
Oh, yes.
So he'd always tell young couples, go home and elope. I think we're going to have a lot of elopers out there with a lot of confidence after seeing that interview. Mike
Leach?
Mike Leach, yes. He would always...
That guy was full of some quotes.
Yeah, well, go home and elope. I think we're going to see that thanks to Dan Hurley giving a lot of men out there confidence. Like, if that guy can get it done, I think I can get it done.
I've always thought he was a lunatic, and then now I see how he reacts to his wife. He is.
It's a madman.
Insane. Well, I got one more for you.
Okay.
So Tuesday night, I happened to be at Werner Park for opening day for the Omaha Storm Chasers.
All right, yes.
Here's the thing. On Sunday or even the day before, the weather was really, really nice.
Yeah.
And then I went to the game, which I did catch my first foul ball, by the way.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you have a glove or did you just barehand it?
So I was in line for a beer.
Oh, wow.
And the ball comes flying over the grandstand.
Yeah.
Bounced, went on the roof, rolled down the roof.
Holy smoke.
Bounced right next to me. I ran and got it.
Okay, so
there you go.
It was kind of bouncing, rolling along, and you got it.
And I got it.
You're just Johnny on the spot. You're aware of what was happening, your surroundings.
I raced ahead and beat this other kid, and I didn't. Here's the thing. I didn't look at the kid, because if I look at the kid, I'm going to feel like I have to give the kid the ball. But if I don't look at the kid, it's my ball.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I think that's more than fair.
All right.
Don't make eye contact. Don't make it weird. Don't be the grown-up that steals the kid's foul ball.
Yeah, because I don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah. But my point is, it was really cold and windy.
Yes.
And just a week or two before that, we went through this ice. We had ice and snow and everything on a Monday, and then 80 degrees on like a Saturday. Do you think this year we will have another 100-degree swing in Nebraska this spring? Do you think we'll have another stretch like that?
Probably. It's Nebraska in the spring.
It's pretty much a lock.
Yeah, like, I was going to say, this is the lock of all locks.
Yeah.
You know what really solidified that we're going to have a cold snap and we're going to have another 2-inch snow was when I took, after 72, 75, and like it touched 80s in Omaha a month ago, I put the sleds up in the rafters. I put the snow sleds away.
I still have the ice scraper in my car. I
really?
scared.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, brilliant. That was my fault. I've taken my arrows for that one. I know that was on me. And I could tell when I was putting it on, I was just, sweating my butt off. I was up in the rafters of the garage putting that away, and it was after, like I said, 74, 72, 80 degrees. I'm like, we're good. No. Should have known better.
Gotta wait till June.
Yep. Yeah, right. I got one more for you.
Cool.
And this is another record-breaking one, and this has some relevancy as far as the Nebraska fan base and people that host events and what could happen when the big red wave comes your way. I think shout out to RJ's Indoor Golf and Bar out of Sioux Center, Iowa.
Okay.
Congratulations are in order here. They use this I Pull It self-serving beer mechanism where they just have this whole lineup of taps on this centerpiece in their bar, in their complex, where you just go up and you serve yourself. We got you taken care of. But they pulled their 500 millionth ounce in this new place here. I think it's a must-have. If Nebraska's going to make another run in the March Madness and the March Madness tournament or anything like that, the sports bars that are going to be in wherever we're going, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, Tacoma, you're going to have to put in a system like this to keep up with the big red wave.
Well, they were
the Nebraska fans
ill-prepared
Yeah.
for Husker fans. And we've seen that in the past when the teams in Iowa or Nebraska go to bowl games to some cities that aren't familiar.
Yeah.
You see that. I mean, this basketball team is going to be hitting some cities here.
I think so.
They got to be prepared. But to pour your own is incredible.
It's this company by the name of iPort Inc. Shout out to them and RJ's for getting together and putting this thing together and figuring it out. And I just think they're going to see a huge influx. And it also kind of goes in line with just how service is going.
Yeah.
Serve yourself, buddy.
That's the self-checkout of bartending.
Right. And hey, Nebraskans love that. We'll take care of ourselves. Just don't run out of Busch Light. And I think they can do that if, all we got to do is hook these kegs up. And also, if, like the one here at RJ's, it looks like there's like 12 taps on the centerpiece place where most people go. I mean, okay, the Busch Light's floated. All right, we'll just go to Bud Light. Bud Light's floated. Okay, we'll go to Michelob. You can just you can keep up with 12 kegs, I think.
Oh, yeah. So there's got to be somebody overseeing this operation.
Right. Someone's got to be behind the scenes, like watching the.
He's got to. But I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Very much intrigued.
I just think this is where this has to go.
That needs to be at the tailgate.
Right. Yeah, because then the tailgates run out of Busch Light too?
Yes.
Jeez, what are we doing? Yep. Okay. Well, free shout out there for iPort Inc. and RJ's, but you guys earned it. Brilliant job there.
That's cool. Let's see you in Lincoln at the tailgates. I'm down.
I like that.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere, folks. This is WTL.
WTL.
Capitalism is the only way, Leslie. It moves our country forward. It's what makes America great. And England okay and France terrible.
WTL.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Klassen, joined by
the J.O.
The J.O., that is right. And, we've had a little bit of an influx here last couple of weeks. It's not just the Huskers in basketball, softball, baseball that's on a heater. The boys at WTL, where's the line? We're on a heater as well.
Would you say we're going national?
We're going national, big time.
Oh, my.
Big time. Started as and still are Nebraska's first and only sports betting show.
Never goes away.
Never goes away. We're gonna wear that with pride. We're gonna say that with pride. But one of the cornerstones of our show has turned into prediction markets and how we've been out in front of that for quite a while. Even got the Super Bowl streaker. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that dude when he bet on himself. I'm like, well, he's going to do it.
He has to. He's financially obligated to do this. Yeah.
So he did. He had his buddy take security. So anyway, we are on prediction markets. And with that in mind, having a cast of new listeners, new viewers on YouTube, I think we should revisit some of those classic, not bets. We don't bet, we don't wager. We're making some day trades.
You know, maybe a few combos here and there.
Oh, yeah,
Not
yeah.
parlays, but combos.
Combo.
Yeah, this is, and it's not the future. It's the now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this thing's huge.
Talking about how Canada might defect, or a couple of the provinces might turn into a 51st, 52nd state.
Just days later, there's headlines about this. Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah, we've got some classic trades here that if you haven't listened, if you're a new listener, this is classic WTL.
So let's get into it.
All right.
I got one that might be a little more fun, but there is a dark side to it.
Okay.
This is right in the middle of pop culture and what's going on right now and what people are talking about. And I'm seeing an evolution happen here. Have you seen the boom in AI girlfriends?
Oh yeah, I've seen.
I mean, this isn't a Walking Phoenix movie anymore. This like people, young men are getting hooked on these AI girlfriends.
So they can tell them exactly what they want them to say, how they act, what they look like.
And you can like create the girl that you want.
Correct.
Make her look however you want. And yeah, she's just going to tell you what you want to hear. Yep. She's not going to be ragging on you to do the dishes or whatever. I also see on the other side, stick with me here, the gatekeepers of like Hollywood. After you've fallen off, you got to like pay your dues to get back up in there.
Yep.
And some of the times, a good way to do that is, all right, we're gonna let you host a docu-series about the environment or something. It's not gonna be mainstream. We'll put it on Netflix or whatever. But if you can do that, then we'll get you back in some movies. That is what Will Smith is going through right now. I just saw that Will Smith is a host of some nature happy docu-series on Netflix. So I'm thinking then he's gonna do good because it's Will Smith.
Yeah. He's getting jiggy with it.
And he's making me believe that he really cares about these palm trees or whatever it is. I saw the trailer.
I just want him to care about Chris Rock. I don't care about the palm trees.
Exactly where I'm going. He's going to be at the Golden Globes or some award show. I'm saying any award show. The host is going to be up there doing a bit on AI girlfriends.
Okay.
And Will Smith's phone is going to start beeping and flashing lights, and it's going to be his AI girlfriend summoning him just like Jada Pinkett did. You need to go handle this. You need to handle this right now, Will. So I'm thinking he's going to get kicked out of he's going to slap another host of an awards show because his AI girlfriend is going to make him do it.
That's wild.
The odds on that are going to be insane. I need to find someone to take this bet. It's going to be like a 99 cent to 100 type of a deal.
Absolutely.
Big payout, but that I'm just connecting all these dots, and I'm seeing a hurt guy. Will's hurt right now.
He's hurting for sure.
And he wants to get back in the limelight, and he's paying his dues. He's doing the nature shows, and I think he's got to find comfort in someone other than Jada Pinkett Smith. And so that's going to be the AI girlfriend, but she's going to have that. She's not going to want to hear that.
He even tried to go back to music, and that didn't pan out either. So when you were thinking about this, because I can tell you've been thinking about this one for a bit.
Yeah, it's all just coming together.
Did you do the wall with the string and the paper and the pictures and just kind of connected the dots? I mean, how did that work?
A little bit. Ashley and I needed to start a new show on Netflix, so we're kind of surfing, and then Netflix kept saying, "No, Will Smith, this docuseries, you got to see it.
You have to watch this.
This is it. It's not a top 10. It's not a nothing, but he's back, and you're going to want this." And then my phone wouldn't leave me alone with all these AI girlfriend ads, and I'm not about that at all.
Right.
I'm happily married. I don't do this. I don't do that. So I'm like, oh my God, there's something going on here. So that was just my brain going on a bender. Just
amazing.
Yeah. So it's going to be great odds, and I think Will's he's gonna lose his cool.
Yeah, hey, it's been done before. I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also just betting on the history repeating itself in a way.
You did bring up the Golden Globes. I do want to say congratulations, Amy Poehler. She won Best Podcast. We did not win. But maybe next year we could win a Golden Globe. So.
Yeah, I put that on a poll. Who got the greatest snub at the Golden Globes? I did put Laugh With Me on there. So.
Oh, well, thank you.
You bet.
Yeah, it was quite the snub.
Hey, speaking of Netflix and the evolution of entertainment, they've picked up 25 or more podcasts, video podcasts that are just shows now, just straight up
just shows.
video podcast shows. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Incredible.
It's incredible to think that this started 3 years ago as just a podcast. And then we brought on the YouTube channel. Then we got syndicated on ESPN Radio. What do you think? We're a half step away from Netflix?
I think we're almost there. We're almost global.
We should put that on Polymarket. Well, that'll about do it for us, folks, here at WTL. Be sure to check us out on YouTube and all of our short videos on each and every game day, giving you the latest edge possible. Also, follow us over on ESPN Tri-City Radio and their Facebook page. And you know we're all over X, distributing those short videos, one-liners, reposts here and there. For the J.O., I'm Andy Klassen. Thank you for listening. This has been WTL.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.